Welcome back to the WHHI News. If you look at statistics, the number of suicides when it comes to veterans or military persons, it's really, really high. Unfortunately, we have an organization in our area that is hoping to combat or lower those numbers, rather. It's Operation Patriots FOB. Joining me now, we have the founder of the organization, Roy Brown Jr. He's also the CEO. Roy, thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having us.
And we also have Joe McNamara. He's the director with the board of directors. Thanks, Joe.
Thank you.
Okay, let's first talk about this whole issue of suicide. The numbers are very high, correct?
They are, and Joe can tell you his numbers and his statistics, but I've lost 29 guys that I served in Iraq with to suicide, and I was only over there for 3 years, which is a lot more than we actually lost on the battlefield. Now, on average right now, we're seeing between 22 to 44 veterans a day are taking their lives, and it's unacceptable.
No, it is unacceptable. So let me ask you this, Joe, what have you done? What does your organization do to help?
Sure. A big portion of it is really allowing them and providing them the opportunity to connect with each other. We believe that our veterans and our service members are gifted to our country, and allowing them and the things that they've done throughout the globe, really, and all these conflicts, when they get out and they transition out, that can be different for everybody. Coming off the longest serving war in our country's history, allowing them to transition through that and providing them that space where they can just take a breath, regroup, refocus, and out at the property we're able to do that and provide that in a lot of different areas for our vets.
You say out at the property, so let's get back to that for a second. What is the property, where is it, and how do you use it?
Yes, ma'am. We own 268 acres in Ridgeland, South Carolina, so about 45 minutes from here. And what we do is we built it around things that most veterans like to do themselves and with other people. So we've got a rifle and a pistol range. We've got a sporting clays course. We've got hunting opportunities. We've got 4.5 miles worth of trails and roadways out there. And then we have an event space where we hold a lot of different events for our active duty, our veterans, first responders, and their family. We're very big on the family aspect as well.
Wonderful. Now, I know you've got a capital campaign. You want to raise money to keep this work going. You mentioned you own the land, but you were telling me before you lease the land?
Yes, ma'am.
And you want to purchase it eventually?
Yes, ma'am.
But one of your things that you want to do, and we get into this a little bit, I love this idea, a campaign to start a service program, a dog service dog program. I'll get it right. Very important, though, I think. You have an event coming up. Who wants to tell me when it is and what it is?
Yes, ma'am. So the biggest announcement we have is this morning we actually closed on the property.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. So
that's exciting.
We closed on the property. We kicked off our capital campaign to finish paying off that note, paying off the mortgage, and then part of the proceeds and the funding will go towards starting our service dog program. I was a canine handler in the Marine Corps, so I served overseas with a bomb dog for the 3 years that I was there. When I returned home, I started training service dogs for veterans, primarily in the special operations community. So our next goal and our next mission is to be able to create a service dog program out at the FOB so we can help veterans get service dogs faster.
And you know what, I mean, dogs make an incredible difference, do they not, as far as dealing with post-traumatic stress or any kind of anxiety if you've got that service dog to work with, right?
Yes, ma'am. It's phenomenal, the statistics that are out there on the dogs. But it's also the ability to allow vets to get out and learn different skills, reconnect with those different things. So it's not just a spot where vets can get together and hang out. While that's important, it's also an opportunity for us to, those of us that, the Vietnam veterans that we have here in the local area and the other service members that have come out, just this generational pull to continue to advise, counsel, walk next to some of these vets to help them continue to be a force for good in their community after their service.
Absolutely. When is this dinner again? And you have it coming up soon, right?
So we do. It's actually this Saturday. This is our 3rd annual Dinner for the Heroes. We sold out about 6 to 8 weeks ago.
Fantastic.
We're bringing in Joey Jones, who's a decorated combat veteran, lost both of his legs in the Afghanistan war, and is a Fox contributor and just a phenomenal speaker. Met him many times, and we're looking forward to having him and kicking off this capital campaign at the dinner.
Wonderful. Gentlemen, I mean, Roy and Joe, you've done so much good and continue to for your fellow veterans and service people. Thank you for everything you have done. Veterans Day is coming up on Monday. Really fitting that you're here. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you for all the support. We truly appreciate it. Thank you, ma'am.
We're glad to have you. And we're going to be back in just a moment.